I'm gonna make this video about debating argument with two people. Debating argument with two people. When I say two people, I'm talking about. They always say it takes two to go back and forth. It takes two to argue. They say, right? All right. Have y'all ever heard people say when you approach people with things that, or you confront them about something that you feel that they did or that you don't like about them, and you see it every day, and you tell them, you starts to tell them, well, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like this about you. I don't like that about you. You just you goes out. You always trying to pick a start bullshit. You always start bullshit with people. You're always doing this and you that. And then they come out and they first words to manipulate what you're saying. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Number two, you ain't even making any sense right now. That's what they tell you. Manipulation, like to make you think, okay, am I the one dumb? And then when you point out specifically what it is that you don't like about them, and you telling, let's say you telling the truth, they'll be like, well, that's their acknowledge what you're saying, but they'll say, well, that has nothing to do with a old situation from such and such years. Let's just say if it is true, something that recently happened. And you're saying, well, I'm making a comparison so you can understand me. Well, you're making the wrong comparisons because what you're saying to me, what you just said, you can't take that situation and compare it. That has nothing to do with this situation here, with what you're talking about. They try to convince and manipulate you, and they force strongly on that word to make it seem like, to try to turn it to seem like, make it seem like it's you. But they don't want the guilt trip on them. It's like they don't want the responsibility, so they're going to fight it out and manipulate you and try to make it seem like what you're saying, you don't know what you're talking about. When in essence, when they try to make you feel that way, that means you do know what you're talking about. You know what you're saying is true. And let me tell you how I can compare it. I compare it to this situation to that situation is because at the end of the day, it's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me comparing, let's just say you comparing a horse that you had versus groceries, food, or something like that. And you say versus I let you ride this horse when you was over here. You came to my house every day and you rode my horse. And if I didn't allow you to ride it, you were like, man, come on, why are you being like that? Come on, sister, why are you being like that? Well, I just don't let other people do that. I'm just making an illustration here. And then it comes a point in your life where you may need that person for food. And then when they come to you and say, well, look, I asked you is to allow me is to ride your horse. Or I asked you to allow me is to just, just have fun and stuff. Because, I like riding horses and I love the nature of animals and I love this, whatever. And I don't know why the hell I compare damn animals. And somebody come to me and say, well, okay, you didn't allow me is to do what I wanted to do. You thought that I was going to hurt or harm your pets or whatever. I'm just making up something. So I'm giving you my food. And the person say, well, first of all, you can't compare a horse to some food or something like that. Of course you can't compare it to food. Food and horses, two different motherfucking things. You ain't gonna turn around and eat no damn, you'll look crazy saying, I want to eat a horse and I want to eat this food. No, you're not trying to compare them together. You're just reminding the person, look, Okay, you see how good I am. I am giving you my food. I'm sharing this with you. But you didn't you didn't allow me. It's the ride the ponies, or you didn't allow me to do that, ride the ponies, this and that. And she said, well, you can't compare ponies to you coming to me coming and asking you for food. That has nothing, those are not the same things. That's a debate. They try to make it seem like your point of view is inconsistent or something. You see how manipulating that is? I pay attention to people when they talk. That's what they do. So the moral of this video is own up to your bullshit, just like me. I ain't gonna never sit around here and act like I ain't got no shit with me. Because that's how you gonna fucking grow. That's how you gonna grow. You ain't gonna grow by sitting up there. That's the whole point of this video. You're not going to grow with coming into a conversation and somebody approach you with something and you sitting up there playing mind, trying to play word games with people. Like, I don't know, you can't compare that to this, and all that's a different situation from horses, from me coming asking you for food. I'm asking you for food and you trying to compare me to me not letting you ride the horse years ago. Those are two different entities. They have nothing to, they're not the same. So what are you talking about? Now they trying to play word game. They trying to play you now, not realizing that they playing their motherfucking self. So that's all I want to say. But the point of this video is, and the point of me saying what I'm saying, the moral of this video is, take accountability, including me. Be responsible. Take accountability. Because if you can't admit two things in a problem that happened in the past, you will never be able to understand and move forward. If you don't recognize that certain thing, even the simplest thing, that's how you grow. And if you can't do that, then you're gonna stay right there. The moral of it too is, I don't mind somebody telling me something that I don't know. It may hurt, it may make me mad, it may make me want to go off on them. But at the end of the day, hey, I'm going to accept the truth. I'm going to be logical with it. Even if I'm mad, even if I'm emotional in my feelings or whatever, I'm still going to make room for logic, because the logic makes a lot of sense more than anything, because that's how you're going to learn. Always be willing to put the logic in there. So that's the moral of the whole video. Now I'm out.